established in one city, then expanded across county lines and now international borders. It's the people, those who lead, those who support, in front of the classroom and behind the scenes. Those who engage and those who advocate, from down the street and across the globe. It's the impact, the kind we see, the kind we hear, the kind we feel. The impact of learning new skills, of inspiring passion. It's the impact of relationships and shared experiences. It's the relevancy as careers change and technology changes, as students change and classrooms change, as society changes. It's innovation through creativity and resiliency of spirit, through research and the efforts of many, opening doors of opportunity to future success. It's all of this and more. It's Fanshawe.
Hello, everyone. This is Jay. Welcome to our online section, Fanshawe College Information Season with ASEAN team. I really appreciate you to spend your time to join our events. And we invite all of our students who are living in Canada, living in South Korea, Japan, Myanmar, Cambodia, Singapore, Vietnam, Philippines, Indonesia, Malaysia. Thanks again. And we are going to start our presentation soon. But before we are going to start our presentation, I would like to introduce what kind of information we will deliver. So we have a special guest from Fanshawe International Center, Jake Yoon. And we have Philippine staff, Ina, and Vietnam staff, Hang. We also invite our current students and alumni students from Vietnam, Korea, and Philippines. So after finishing our presentation, our students will explain how they study and how they got a job, how they prepare to get a full-time job. And we will try to provide a lot of information. So please stay on our online section. And we're gonna start. So first, Jake Yoon, International Specialist, will deliver London information. Jake, once you're ready, share your screen. Please do your presentation. Thank you.
Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and where you are joining us from. My name is Jake Yoon from Fanshawe College International Center. Welcome to this online session. In this session, I'm going to talk about the details of information about London and also the life in London as well. So I believe you all are already familiar with the Canada and Ontario, so I will skip the part, and then we can start from London. So London is the mid-sized city in Southern Ontario. It looks smaller, but it is 11th largest city in Canada with 500,000 of population. Since the most populated city in Southern Ontario, the city has very good infrastructure and industry. So let's look at the geographic location of London. London is halfway between Toronto and Detroit on 401 Superhighway. The busiest highway in Canada. It is also a critical path for North American trade. It used to be the main road for NAFTA. Now it has become CUMA, which is North American free trade. So that location allowed London has become the center of manufacturing industry. So current manufacturing companies are in London are specialized in advanced materials, aerospace, defense, automotive, and building materials. We currently have General Dynamics and 3M, StarTech, Diamond Aircraft, Magna, Brewers. Amongst those, General Dynamics, 3M, StarTech have chosen London as the headquarters of Canadian office. So, and then also, by looking at this map, London is between two lakes, which is Lake Erie and Lake Huron. And also, there are many farms. It's about 33,000 farms in Southern Ontario. So that gave London fresh air and fresh agri-food. This supply chain has also make London becoming popular on food processing industry. So we have well-known companies such as McCormick, Cargill, Nestle, Dr. Walker, and Labatt Brewing, so on. And also well-known Canadian food processing company, Maple Leaf Food, is also opening a plant in London next year. So London, but now London is pushing digital creative industry. Many IT companies, for example, Autodata, which is dealing the information of automotive industry, and digital extremists, Voice.com, and are learning businesses in London. In addition, city is also supporting small, mid-sized companies. So now many startups are booming in the city as well. So more detailed information will be found at the LEDC, London Economic Development Corporation's website. So you'll see the link bottom here. And also, we recently had many online sessions for international students and international partners. And then all the sessions are recorded in our server. So once you click the link below here, so I'll see. So once you click here, then once you click here, then you will see the Zoom portal. So actually you can check all the video recordings we previously did. So it will help your understanding the program and the others as well, so our services as well. So let's go back to our slide. So the next is so there was about a industry in London, but now I'm going to share my personal experience to tell how it is look like to living in London. So I brought my family 2 years ago, and we studied in small size apartment at 1100 in West London. That was relatively expensive because we chose condo, but the average price of rent is about 1,200 for a 2-bedroom apartment. So after we moved in, I had to educate my kid. So I started to look for the education for my kid. And then I realized that London has Port School Board is providing very quality education to two people living in London, and then we have many private primary schools and secondary schools are well recognized in province with their academic performance. So, and then also for if you're looking at the childcare in London area, that's relatively cheaper than living in a big city like Toronto. The average of childcare is about $40 per day. So you can save many money. You can save a lot of money here. And then also, as I mentioned, so the housing price of London is is 40% cheaper in compared to Toronto area. So I believe that London is the one of few cities that you can actually buy a house after you get hired with our education. So I'm convinced that London is the best place to start your family. And London is very connected. So it's compact city. It has everything is inside. So the average commuting time is about 30 minutes. So you could save time and then you can use the time for playing with your family and your kids. So we're going to use, where are you going to spend your time? Most likely we spend time outside. And then another name of London is Forest City. London has around 470 parks. So in the summer, you go outside and then you enjoy family activities with your family. And there are many national events and festivals are running year round from mid-May to late October. So you can enjoy that. And then lastly, many of our students are concerning about the healthcare services in the city because they're end up going to have family. So that is important to the students. So, but don't worry about that. London has 4 major hospitals, which include one biggest children's hospital in Southern Ontario. So whenever you need it, you can access the services. So this is the brief information about the London. So, and then I'm going to share some useful link for your settlement in London. So how to settle in London? When it comes down to studying abroad, the biggest concern is housing. Fanshawe is providing a homestay and residence for our international students, but many of our students are staying in off-campus housing. In general, students are looking at the 2 types of housing. One is rent. So the best way to find the rent is to use internet. So you will see the websites on the slide are most likely being used for searching for rent. So, and then we also, to support our students, we have a housing portal. So I'm going to show you how you find rent through our website. So here's Fanshawe Housing. Once you click this, it will show you the off-campus housing website of Fanshawe College. And then you scroll down, click on off-campus housing listing. It will direct you to our housing portal. So, so here you can find all available rents. So let's see what you can find right now. So for the campus, you choose which campus you are going to. So I'm going to choose London here, and then I'll leave it others as blank, and then we can hit the search. So it's showing the many types of rent. So you can actually get the availability of this rent. So once you click each available rent, so you can contact the rent road, then you can contact or building manager, so on. So, but I guess others are wondering how they are going to find apartment as well. So let's go back to apartment. So renting our apartment is a different story. Many students are just checking on their website to find their availability. But the issue is that it's not easy to find the real-time information because every student are checking on that and then they're going to send an email to the company, but most likely those emails are missing frequently. So the best way for the student, here's my tip. So try to visit the renter office and talk to their building manager. So because building managers are working for each apartment, so they have real-time availability of each unit, so they can share the information they only have so that you can take advantage of that. So please enjoy this information and the link. We're going to share those at the end of the presentation. So I hope it could help you. So the next part is bus. London has only one public transportation system. We call it LTC, London Transit Commission. So once you click this link, you can see real-time bus information, and also you can find the route and schedule at the bottom. But with this technology, with this recent technology, many of our students are using a mobile app. So I'm going to show you how to use mobile app as well. So let's go back to the slide again. Then we're here, and then I'm going to show you how to use mobile app, especially for people who are using iPhone. So I'm going to share my screen here. Here, so we have a mobile app, call it LTC. As you click this, so it will show you all the bus routes. So we are going to choose one bus route, which could be number 17, which is running from east to west to Fanshawe College. So once you click number 17, and then okay, now it's showing the schedule as well, and also it's showing the bus route. So when you pinch out, you will see each bus stop. So once you click the point, it will actually show you when bus is coming. But if you are using Google, you will see more buses because it's almost 11 here. So bus is running, but you can actually see where bus is real time. So when you come here, so please use one of those apps so that you don't need to wait outside for the bus. So let's go back to our slide. Okay. So let's back to the slide. So students are wondering how we are going to survive in this COVID-19 situation. So we're using either food delivery and grocery shopping. So food delivery, there are several companies who are providing delivery service. Those are well-recognized worldwide company, so you can use those companies as well. But for the grocery shopping, because people need to have physical distance, we're now using curbside pickup. What curbside pickup means, you go to each shop's website, you put that in the cart, so you make a payment, you will get the notice of pickups details from each shop. So when you have the details, you go up to the shop And then they have the designated area that you can pick up the grocery. Or if you drive there, they're going to just throw your order, your trunk. So you can use that. And then also Instacart, I shouldn't say that, but it's popular. So if somebody mind shopping online or picking up offline, you can just use grocery shopping app as well. So this is my part. So I'm going to turn it over to my colleague, Francesca, for program searching.
All right. Okay. So, hi everyone. I am Ina. I'm the representative of Fanshawe for the Philippines. So, right now, I'm going to discuss the programs that we offer to our international students and also how to navigate our website to know more about the programs that you will be enrolling to. So to start, we have 200 plus programs across 17 areas of study. So we pretty much have a variety of fields that we offer to our students. In terms of learning, we are more on project-based learning. So we have more practical sessions. We have more online, hands-on sessions, as you can see in the photos here and the screen. So you can see that the students are actually doing the same things like they are working, but we also do have in classroom sessions, so lectures, and we also do have take home assignments, and I think we will also discuss that with you, how you can get access to your assignments, take homes, and quizzes later on. And in terms of the professors, the professors in Fanshawe College are industry professionals, so they have a vast experience already, and they have a very passionate drive in also teaching students. So, in terms of the campuses, this is very important because you have to know, of course, which campus you are going to when you arrive in Canada. So, for London, we have a total of 6 campuses. So, we have Oxford Street campus and also the Z Building, which is the Center for Applied Transportation Technologies. We also have the London Downtown campus. So, this one, it has two. So one building is for culinary, hospitality, and tourism and recreation, and then the other is for game development, theater design, and some IT programs. So that's a two campus in downtown. We also do have London South Campus. So London South Campus is for those of you who are enrolled in postgraduate programs. So we have business management, agribusiness, retirement residence, BIA, and also the most recent one that we have, the healthcare administration management. So this specific campus, our very recent campus, but in terms of location and also the people who are taking their programs there, it's mostly international. And then we also do have aviation programs. So we have a Fanshawe Aviation Center. This one is it's only for those who are enrolled in aviation programs. And it's really good because it's right beside London International Airport. So you have a full hangar that you can do your labs and also a building so that you can do your classroom sessions. Just to go back to the Oxford Street campus, this is actually our main campus. It's our biggest campus in London, and most of the programs are offered in this specific campus. So we will share you this presentation, and you can just click on the Google Maps so that you can be familiar of which specific campus that you are going to. So in terms of the programs, we offer our international student certificate programs. So these are usually 1 year programs. Diploma would range from 2 to 3 years, and it's post-secondary. Post-secondary is 3 years, degree is 4 years, and postgraduate would be 1 to 2 years. So now, I will share with you how to navigate our website so that you would get an idea on what are the courses that you will take, and also what specific tuition fee that you have to pay for your program. So this is our website. So it's fanshawe.ca. And then just click on programs and courses. And then when you click on full-time programs, okay, when you click on full-time programs, you can see here the number of programs that we offer. So it's 247, and you can filter it based on delivery. So make sure it's you check on full-time, and then area of interest, depending on your degree and also your work experience, better to choose a program that is related. Credential, so if you want an advanced diploma, just a diploma degree, or a certificate or graduate certificate. You can also choose based on location. So it would depend on your preference, but for international students, we advise you to take a program in London, and then for availability as well. So in terms of the availability, we are continuously processing applications for September 2020. So we still have seats left for September. We are also processing letter of acceptance for January 2021, May, and also September of next year. So for example, we can so possibly, let's look at culinary and hospitality recreation and tourism programs. So when you click on that specific filter, you can see several programs that we offer. So let's choose hospitality and tourism operations management. So this one is actually a postgraduate program. So whenever you click a program, you will have a specific program page that you can see. Okay, so this is for the hospitality and tourism operations management. You can see that there's an overview, admission requirements, courses, careers, and then more information. On the right side of the screen, you can see program details. So this one is specifically for international students only. So you can see which specific intake is still open for you guys to apply. So technically for September, January, and May, it's still open. And then some program information here. So for the overview, basically this will showcase what are the benefits and also the certifications that you may have upon completion of the program. So for this specific program, you can earn while you learn. So you can do you have placements inside within the program. You also do have um, pathway information here as well. So it would depend per program, but I think for business and IT programs, you would have certifications listed here as well, so that you can get it after you complete the program. So admission requirements. So since this is a postgraduate program, you will be evaluated based on your college credentials. So this specific program requires for you to be a degree holder, any 2 to 3 year college diploma. Also here, there's a note that you may have to submit a resume and a cover letter that would include your work details. So please make sure to fulfill these requirements when you submit your application. And the other part of the requirement is the English requirement. So it would depend on from the country that you're in. So for the Philippines, we already waived the IELTS requirement for all Filipinos except for pharmacy technician. But if you're coming from Korea, Japan, Malaysia, and Vietnam, you have to fulfill the English requirement here. So make sure to check it, and There, that's it. That's for the admission requirements. And if you want to know more about the subjects that you will be taking for this specific program, just click on the courses. So you can see here, there's a breakdown of the subjects that you will take per semester. So for this specific program, it has 5 semesters. So level 1 is Sem 1, level 2 is semester 2, so on and so forth. And you can see here in level 3, you will have your internship. So if you click on the red text here, you can get a brief description of the subject so that you can better understand what you should be looking for in this specific program. And then for the careers, this is pretty much straightforward. What are the career opportunities for you after you finish the program? And then more information. This one is very important because you have to check all the details here. So you can see that hospitality and tourism operations management is a 2-year college graduate certificate program, and then there's also a program code. So for the program code, it's very unique to each specific program and also the campus. So later I will share with you another program that is offered in many of our campuses, and it has different program codes as well. So please make sure to choose the right program code when you apply, and also better to check your LOA as well if you have the correct program code in the specific campus that you're eyeing for. And then the campus code here, so LCD is London Downtown Campus. So in the slides I showed a while ago, you can see what specific campus or where is London Downtown Campus is located. And then you can also see here the admission dates. So this specific program is offered in 3 of our major intakes. So September or fall intake would run from September to December. January or winter intake will run from January to April. And then May intake will start in May, and it's called the summer term. So also in the more information, you can see the program description, the learning outcomes, and also the pathway options for you in this specific program. I think the most important thing that students would like to know is the tuition fee. So in the right portion of the screen, below the international student start dates, you can see view international cost. So if you click on this one, it will show you the breakdown of the 5 semesters that you have in the program and the corresponding costs. So this one is for the cost for academic year 2020-2021. So for you to be officially enrolled in Fanshawe, we just need you to settle at least first semester tuition fee. So for this case, it's 7,188.65. And you can see here the breakdown. So your tuition fee is inclusive of medical insurance that we will discuss later. So it's here as well, health and dental plans. And if you are also enrolled in London, in any of the London campus, you are also your tuition fee also is inclusive of a bus pass. So this is the transit bus pass. So whenever you are in London, just tap your student card, and it's totally free of charge. So you can see here the breakdown level 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then in the latter portion of the screen, you can see general expenses. So for the general expenses, it would really depend on the program, but all of the things that are stated here is not part of the tuition fee that you paid for. So this is basically an estimate of how much will you have to spend for the program. So for example, for THM1, you have to spend around 443.60 because you have supplies, you have books, and other expenses that you have to pay for. Again, this is depending per program, but if you are applying for a culinary management or baking and pastry management program, most likely you would have to buy a uniform that you can use in the kitchen, and also some accessories, and also some minor equipments. So it's stated here, and again, this is not part of the tuition fee that you will be paying for. So this is for the THM program for the postgraduate 2-year certificate. And now I'm going to share PSW. So for the PSW, same. You would have the same tabs: overview, admission requirements, courses, careers, and then more information. So you can see here, if you graduate with a PSW certification, here are the things that you can do. Um, and then afterwards, the admission requirements. So this is a post-secondary program, meaning you will be evaluated based on your high school credentials. So you can see here, and also the English requirements. Again, please make sure to read it through and make sure to submit it in your application. And then some selection criteria, and there's also specific information about post-admission requirements. So this is very important for those who are applying for PSW, Health Sciences, and Human Services programs. We need it because you will be dealing with patients, you will be dealing with kids, with students in your program as part of your placement or internship. So this one, you don't need to accomplish it once that you get your LOA. Best for you to start your post-admission requirements when you get your visa and when you have your flight details already. Because technically, this specific post-admission requirements should be done in Canada. For example, the police and vulnerable sector check, you have to do it in Canada. So best to take a flight 2 weeks or 3 weeks before the start of classes um, to finish the post-admission requirements. Again, that one is should be done when you have your visa and your flight tickets already. So for the courses, again, this is just a breakdown of the courses that you will take per semester. And then for careers, you would have career options here, and then more information here. So with THM1, it's only offered in one specific campus. And then for the PSW, we offer it in several campuses. So you can see in the right side first, we have a lot of campus. Even our regional campuses, we offer it. So in London, it's offered in the main campus, but in other regional campuses like Simcoe, St. Thomas, Woodstock, and Clinton, it's here as well. So it's one of our most popular programs. That's why it's very easy to be filled. So for the more information, if you have your LOA already, please make sure to check the program code. If, for example, you are applying for a PSW in London, but since it's already full, maybe you thought PSW 6J is the same as PSW 6. No, it's not. So if you have a PSW 6J, which is Simcoe campus, unfortunately, you have to attend the program in our Simcoe campus and you cannot stay in London or transfer in London. So please make sure to check the program code and also the campus code. This one, you can use this as reference in when you apply at Fanshawe, that we will discuss later. So again, and also for each program code, it has it would have different intakes as well. So for the PSW that is offered in London, we only offer it in September and January. Same with Simcoe, but in St. Thomas campus, it's offered in 3 intakes: September, January, and May. So probably most of you would be yearning to apply for a PSW program in May 2021, but the only program for PSW that we offer is in the St. Thomas campus. If you want to take a program in London, best for you to to start with to choose the PSW six in London. And same with international cost. So when you click on international cost here, you will see the breakdown of the tuition fee that you have to pay for. So this one is only 2 semesters. So you'll only have level 1 and 2, and this is the tuition fee that you have to pay for the first semester. So I hope this one is clear. So I hope you got more information about the programs that we offer, and also how to navigate our website for this one. Okay, so I will now turn you over to Han, the representative of Vietnam for Fanshawe, to discuss on our application process.
Hi everyone, thanks Ina. But before going to application process, I think Ina will share a little poll for you now.
Oh, okay, sorry about that. Okay, all right. So we have 2 questions for everyone. So I will launch the poll. I hope you can see it. Okay. So which country are you from? All right. Okay. So just choose the specific country that you're in right now. Okay. So it seems like we have a lot of students from the Philippines. Good morning, everyone. Okay. All right. So I think everyone have voted already. So the second question now, sorry. Oh, okay. And I'm not sure if you can see the second question. What specific intake are you applying for? So if you are currently enrolled in September, if you are pursuing any specific intake for 2021, so at least what we would have an idea, because in the next few slides, we will be talking about the application process and also the student services that would concern current and also incoming students. Okay, so I think most of them, like 58%, are currently enrolled for September, 17% for January, and 18% for September 2021. Okay, so I think Hannah can already start.
Hi everyone. Yeah, I believe you already have wonderful information from Fanshawe, London City, and also our program. Now you go into the last step to apply for Fanshawe, and I'm going to show you how to apply to Fanshawe. It is 5 easy steps for you. For first step, you need to create an online account from our website. Then you will fill in all required information. And I'm going to show you how to create an online account. Okay, here is a main website. You will click here, apply. Then you scroll down and you will choose international apply. Oh, sorry, I need to log out first. Okay, I do it again. Okay, for new student, you need to click in international student, set up an account. Then you enter your email address. Okay, and re-enter. Okay, then you select your nationality. For example, I choose Vietnam. Okay. Okay, apply to Fanshawe as an international student. After you click here, we will send you an automatic email that will provide you a username and password. Okay. Then you get log in here. You choose application and add application. Okay, this is a required information you need to key in. Make sure you key in on required information like your first name, family name, gender, date of birth, country of birth, and first language. If you're from Philippines, you choose English. But if you come from Vietnam, you will choose other, example, current. Then citizenship, your address, your email address, that's the mandatory and very important because the college will send on latest information or announcement to your personal address. So make sure you put the right email address, okay? And it is your country, your city, your applicant's phone. Okay, and this is academic background, your high school here. If you already get a degree, bachelor degree, any certificate, you will put here. Important thing is English qualification for Vietnam or current student. Make sure you put your score they completed and the important thing the TRF number for IELTS because we will going to verify your qualification. And here, if you study English at one of our pathway program, you will choose here. Okay. And it's academic. Oh, okay. I need to put some information here. Sorry. Okay. Okay. For academic program, before that, for Vietnamese students, some are current. Some students need to study English first before the main course. So you had to do EAP program here. But to make sure your main program If you plan to study at Fanshawe, for example, January 2021, you choose here and then you select the start date for EAP program. So 21, we have an option for you from 2 to 12 months. Okay. You will choose here. You plan to the main course in January 2021. So you choose the EAP program in September. Okay, you study 2 months. Then your level depends on your program and background. You just study post-secondary or graduate certificate. And all available program will be shown here. If you don't see it, it means that program is already full for that intake, and you need to do another intake, for example, May or September. Okay. And you also can add the second academic program here if you want to. Okay. Okay, when you finish, just click next. Okay, so agent name, that's it. You finish the required information. Now we back to slide. I will advise you how to do next step. So after you fill in all required information, our admission will process your, sorry. Okay, our admission team will process your application, and Fanshawe College do very fast admission. You can receive your letter of admission just only within 4 working days. So after 4 working days, if you still haven't received your LOA yet, please contact your country representative, Ina, myself, or Jay, to get the support, okay? After you done with your application, please check your status here. I will explain some of the status you may see in your account. The pending status, it means our application, our admission team already received your application and have been reviewed. If your status is shown as information required, that means the college requires more information from you. You need to submit some outstanding document for further step. If your status is unconditional here, that means the application is good, it's perfect, it's no condition left. But if show conditional, so that means you're missing some document. It may be the IELTS or some academic document. And important thing, after you receive the LOA, you will have 30 days to pay your deposit, 2,300. After 30 days, if you haven't paid the deposit yet, so we will cancel your LOA because no deposit received, and you will see that status in your account. And this is the example of the Fanshawe letter of admission. Here is the notice about the deposit. You see, you only have 30 days from the first day you receive the first LOA to pay the deposit. So make sure you pay this amount within this period of time. Here is we show your student name here and your address here, and also you will have an ID here. After you receive the LOA, just double check your personal information. If we put any wrong information, please contact us, or you leave a comment on the best account so that our admission team can amend that. And here you see the program. Okay, is it a program you apply for? Oh, sorry, it's program name. We have start day, the end day, and he see the condition of this LOA. You're missing IL, so make sure you clear all condition before maximum 2 weeks before the main course to clear all outstanding condition. And the next page of the LOA, we already put your tuition fee here and the tuition fee for the first semester. And for those students plan to apply SDS, we already put the first year tuition fee in the last page, number 22. So you make sure you pay full 1 year tuition fee if you are going to apply under SDS. And now how to pay fee to Flywire. To make any application fee or deposit fee or tuition fee, you need to pay with a Flywire. It's very just easy one, and I show you. First, you need to go to this website, flywire.com. Then you will make the payment. Make sure you search Fanshawe College here. And then you will need to put the exact amount here. If you pay application fee, it will be 100, but deposit 2,300. Or tuition fee, you place on your LOA and you put the amount here. You can choose one of the payment method, Visa, Master, or bank transfer. Okay. And next, you will choose why you are paying. This the application fee, or tuition and fee, or the resident fee. Okay, just select the right one. And then you will put your information here, the payer information, student name, last name. Just beyond your LOA, please check the student ID as well. Make sure you put exact information so that we can match your payment to the account in our system. And also you can check your money here. Once we receive your payment, you will get the notification as well. That's all for the 5 easy steps to apply for Fanshawe. I just want to talk a little bit about our refund policy. For application fee, it will be non-refundable. For deposit, it also non-refundable unless you get a visa rejection. We only charge 250 for the admin fee. And for the on paid tuition fee, you will need to follow the college refund policy. I also put the link here. And how to request the refund, you can submit online. Yeah, just go to Fanshawe website and you submit online here. Please make sure to check your visa refusal letter and also the withdrawal form. But if you don't know how to do it, just feel free to contact us. We will advise you what to do. The last one is very important for the refund policy. If you apply for the post-secondary, just make sure you submit the withdrawal form before 10 business day of the beginning of the semester. And if the EAP, it should be within 5 business days. Yeah. That's how to apply for Fanshawe, and one of important notes for you. And now you will talk with Jay Park. I will turn you to my market leader, and he's gonna show you one of our student service at Fanshawe.
Thanks, Han. All right, so it's my turn. Okay. So we try to explain and introduce a lot of information. So now you have the information why you have to choose the London, because Jake explained to you about the London city, and also Ina already explained to you how you can find a program that you can find a lot of detailed information in our website. And also finally, Han explained to you how you can submit your online application. So you know most information, the reason why you have to choose the Fanshawe and staying and living in London. during your studying and after you graduate, if you're going to get a job in London or around the London city. And the last slide, this is my presentation that I'm going to explain to you what kind of student service we will provide. So I will explain to you before choosing the program and before taking flights and after you arrive in London. So Jake already mentioned about our Pathfinder. So Pathfinder always help our student to find a good program. So after you click my slides, you will see our website. Then you have to put general information, just a prospective students and category, international student, citizenship. Let's say I will put the Korea South and name, J, last name, Park, email, my email address, and submit. So after you put your general information, this is kind of like a multiple choice. Once you will done all of the questions, then we will recommend some programs for you based on your education background, your personality, and your skill. So feel free to use our Pathfinder website, and it will support and help you to find the right program for your future education. And next one, and before you're going to study at Fanshawe, you also have to know Fanshawe College always support our current student to extend a study permit, apply co-op visa, and post-graduation work permit. But right now, all those steps are working at home and all of international students are taking online course. So that's why we have online section. So if you have time on the date, you can register our CIT workshop and you can join our workshop with our immigration advisor. Here is the information. So we already have done few sections for the main intake students who has been studying and who need to extend the study permit or apply co-op visa and PGWP in May. So we have a specific date that you can choose and join. But if you are working right now, if you cannot join our live section, don't worry, because we also have YouTube channel. So after we finish our online section, we always post video on our YouTube. So right now, if you have time, you can go to our YouTube channel and watch. Then you will know what kind of document you have to prepare for extensions, study permit extension, apply co-op and PGWP. And virtual open house. So right now, Fanshawe International Center, we have a lot of online section. I believe we provide way more online section than any other schools, which is really great. So this is Information International Center and Program Division cooperate together and deliver our program information, how we will deliver our main program, September, January, main intake programs through online. So please go to our YouTube channel and watch some of the program if you like it. And if you have a plan to apply or study at Fanshawe, I really recommend you to watch our video. And also, as you know, a lot of people right now, we know we have the highest employment rate in 2019. It was 19.3%. How we support? We provide Fanshawe Works, Fanshawe Works workshop. So right before every program intake, we always organize a Fanshawe Works workshop. But you also have to register because we have a limited seat for Fanshawe Works workshop. So we have to how many students are interested and will join our workshop. And for the main intake student, we already provide a workshop through online. Then we also got the registration and we also enjoyed our section. So I'm going to share one of the video. I don't think you can hear any sounds, but once you go to the link, you can hear sound too. So this is our Fanshawe Works. So we have the students and Korea Service Center International Center organize our Fanshawe Works workshop. But Fanshawe International Center and Korea Service Center will not say anything because the student always say school staffs provide a positive and good thing. So we just provide general information, but we will invite the staffs, employees from our partner companies. So executive, manager, supervisor, or staff who are working in HR departments, they will provide what kind of information they wanted to see in your resume and cover letter, and what kind of answer they expect during the interview season. And also we will invite our alumni students. So our alumni students will explain to you how they prepare to get a full-time job, part-time job, and co-op job during their study. So all of the unique information you're supposed to know before you start your program. And after you start your program, you don't have to spend a lot of time to, approach your co-op, part-time, full-time job. So September intake student, of course, we will have a Fanshawe Works workshop. So please register and feel free to join our workshop. And most of September students receive the Fanshawe online username and password. So I'm going to explain to why it is important. So all of the program will deliver through Fanshawe online. We call the FOL. So after you log in, you can see specific course information based on your program. And there is a Dropbox menu, which you have to submit your assignments. There is a quiz. So in Canada, most likely every week or every 2 weeks, bi-weekly, you have to take a quiz because the professors would like to know you are studying or not. And also teaching material, although professors will upload their PowerPoints and Word file, Excel file before start their course or after they finish the one class, then you can do preview and review too. And Web Advisor, this is also really important, one of the websites. And Web Advisor username and password are exactly the same as your FOL username and password. And under the Web Advisor, you can pay your tuition fee. You can check Fanshawe College receive your tuition fee or deposit. And also, you can check your timetable. And during your study, if you need a modification letter for visa extension or apply visa, you can download it. And of course, you can check your transcript too. But in September intake, we have two different group of September intake students. So 50%, let's say 50% student will study your program through 100% online, and other students will study as a blended. We call the hybrid. You will study lectures through online, but practical, you have to go your lab class or campus. So if you are going to study blended program, we already sent you email. You have to prepare to take a flight in Canada, and we will update you as soon as possible if we will have more new information. And also next one is the Fanshawe International Center Welcome section. So before every intake, International Center also provide online section too for September intake student. But we also have online registration. So this is for May intake student. May 4, we had online section for May intake student. We will send you online registration link who will study September intake online or blended. So feel free to join our online section, then you will get a lot of information too. Also, each programs will provide their specific orientation too. So here is our orientation website, and here is a message from our president. And you also can see about the orientation. Why should I attend the orientation? Do I have to go? Of course, I really suggest you to attend your program orientation. But once again, if you wanted to join our program orientation, you're supposed to have your Fanshawe online username and password. But if you don't have time to join our welcome section or program orientation, don't worry, because each programs will share the webinar information after we finish the program. So you can click the one of your program and watch your orientation video. And until now, I explained you what you have to prepare before going to London, Canada. Then now it's the time to prepare how you can arrive in London. So here we have one Fanshawe arrival service. We call the Fanshawe Care. So most of the students and our education partners already know we provide airport pickup service at Toronto Pearson Airport. So I'm going to explain to you how you can register through our website. So once you click the arrival service link, and you will see our website, and I will show you how you can find it through our website too. So this is our website, and here is the search bar. You can type Fanshawe Care. So once you click the Fanshawe Care, sorry, I typed wrong. Here, the first one, Fanshawe Care arrival service. So once you click it, here is the important information. I'm going to highlight it. So you have to follow those dates. And also, here is request the Fanshawe Care arrival service. After you click it, you also have to upload your flight ticket and study permit approval letter. And also you have to choose one of the campus, London main campus or downtown campus. But anyway, you will arrive in London. And if you need a greeter, you have to say yes. If you don't need it, just click no. There's no extra charge. And student information, you can put your name and information, which is the same as your LOA and your passport. And last name, gender, male or female, and date of birth, you have to choose. And here is the additional information. You also have to put your flight information. Why this is important? We usually arrange our pickup service 2 hours after you arrive at Toronto Airport, because after you arrive at Toronto Airport, you also have to talk with the immigration officer to get your study permit. And also you also have to find your luggage. It usually takes at least 1 hour to 1 hour and a half. That's why we will arrange your airport to pickup service 2 hours after you arrive in Canada, okay? Sorry. And we provide, after you arrive in London, we will provide your medical insurance. Medical insurance provided by More Care. And if you are going to bring your family, you also can buy family insurance through More Care website. And 1 year family insurance will be 875 Canadian dollar. So once you click the More Care link, it will show you the More Care website. So after you log in at Fanshawe, just type in and find it. And More Care provide a few different language service. So here is Russian, Korean, Hindi, Chinese. Of course, I'm going to choose the English. So if you want to know more detailed information, you can scroll down, and here's a lot of your insurance information, how much it will cover, but mostly 100% we will cover your medical insurance, medical bill. So please don't worry. And this insurance will start right after you start your program. So if you, for example, if you will start your program September in Canada, but if you have a plan to arrive in Canada in August, you better to buy travel insurance until you start your program. And also, if you wanted to talk with More Care service staff, here is a live chat. You can click it and ask them whatever you want to know. And also before coming to Canada, if you wanted to see the course material, what kind of textbook you have to prepare, you can go our website and choose your campus. Let's say London. We only post the May intake student information. So once you click it, all of May course materials, you can find it. So once again, level 1, this is textbook which you need during your studying your program, and click to go, and it will show you how much and what kind of textbook you have to buy. But what I suggest to you, I really recommend you to attend the first week of your academic, and professors will explain to you, you have to buy textbook or not. Professor might say their PowerPoint or Word file will be enough. But during you are studying online, Fanshawe Library also provide an e-textbook. So you can borrow our textbook through our library website, okay? So whenever you have time, feel free to visit our library website and check and borrow your textbook if you need it. And here is a live chat. If you wanted to talk with one of the librarians regarding your research, or if you don't know how to find your textbook, feel free to contact them. But this is a late night in Canada, so it's unavailable right now. But Monday to Friday, they are working, so feel free to contact them if you have any questions. Okay, so after you arrive, if you have any question, if you wanted to change your program, but level 1 student cannot change the program, but if you wanted to change your program for a second postgraduate program or second program, or during your study EAP, you have to talk with one of our student life coordinator who are working in international center. So before having COVID-19, we also usually always use our online appointment system. So you have to, familiar to use our online appointment system. Each student only has a 30 minutes to talk with one of our student life coordinator. Here is Jessie, Cynthia, Joy, Laura, Panis. So they are our student life coordinator who will support you to change your program or answer your inquiries or defer your intake. So you have, for example, if I'm going to choose Jessie, here's the time for her. I can choose Thursday, June 9, 9:30 a.m. and just click continue. And you, of course, you have to put your personal information, first name and last name, phone number, email address, really important. Jessie will send you an email, type of appointment, student advising or immigration advising. Let's choose a student advising. Put the student number, program name, explain why you wanted to talk with Jessie. And you have to choose the one of the options, Skype, phone call. If you will choose a Skype, it will be video call, face-to-face. And if you choose the phone call, Jessie will call you. So if you choose a Skype, you have to put Skype ID. Then just click complete appointment. Then you will have a chance to talk with Jessie. All right. So my slide is done. So Fanshawe ASEAN team, we already explained you London and program information and application information, reform policy, and also I provide a student service. So I believe you guys have a lot of questions, but what I also would like to do, we also have a special guest from our Fanshawe College. We invite few current students and alumni students. Then they are going to explain and talk about their program and how they learn and how they have been living in London and a lot of information. So first two students, I would like to say that one of the Korea students, Hong Han An, who has been studying developmental service worker. Hong Han, once you are ready, you can say something for our education partners and students. Go ahead.
Thank you. Now I can speak. Hi guys, pleased to meet you. Thank you for having me here today. My name is Hong An from South Korea. Finished my third semester of the program Developmental Services Worker at Fanshawe College. Largely, this program is in category of social welfare. We help people with intellectual disabilities with all aspects of their life, such as daily activities, lifetime learning assistance, even employment and housing matters, etc. Developmental Service Worker program teaches its students about how to support people with developmental disabilities respectfully and safely in a systemic manner. The reason I chose this program was related to my experience in Korea. For 2 years, I worked as an educational assistant at the special education school instead of the regular military service position. That experience had an enormous impact on me, and I got an impression that I was born to work in this field. The time I spent at school was unforgettable. In addition to it, I've always wanted to study and live overseas by using English. Therefore, I went to the fair at studying abroad at the COEX, in which many exhibitions and conferences occur located in Seoul. At that fair, I met Jake Yoon, our educational advisor at Fanshawe College International Office. He explained to me about my questions very carefully. As well, London, the city of where Fanshawe College is, was very appealing to me. London is known for its green. That's why the city is called also the city of forest. I love nature and park. You can enjoy fresh air and green scenery no matter where you go in London. Now let's talk about like placements of our program. So placement, it's almost similar to practicum in our common sense. Developmental Service Worker program involves 2 placement semester out of the entire course. The first one is at school with children with special needs, and the second placement is at agencies with adults with disabilities, respectively. The purpose of this procedure is to get developmental service worker students to obtain field experience before going into the actual employment setting. Prior to selection of your placements, there is a session and like webinar or seminar on available placement locations in London and the nearby area. You'll be able to get enough information on which placement is matched for your preferences. My plan is after my graduation, I'll be working as the supporting staff at several agencies, as well as an educational assistant at school in near the future. To make a long story short, this field is not easy and sometimes highly demanding. However, I strongly argue that if you have a passion and the heart of helping people, you will find yourself rewarded and you will be able to learn precious values from people with intellectual disabilities. Thank you very much. I'm done.
Thanks, Hong An. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Ina?
Okay, so now we're going to have a testimonial from one of our alumni, our recent alumni. She finished a diploma for human resource. So Suzette, you can unmute yourself. Uh, Suzette?
I think your earphone is not working, so can you remove your earphone from your laptop? It might work.
Yeah.
unplug your earphone.
Okay, there.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. All right, so hello everyone. My name is Zuzata Puntar and I am one of Fanshawe's international student from the Philippines. So I took diploma in business human resources and recently graduated last April 2020. Okay, so prior moving to Canada, I worked with Accenture Philippines for 11 years. And my life in Fanshawe and in London was a bit boring at first because I am a very outgoing person and I am used to traveling a lot with my family and friends. Being new in the city and a total stranger were one of the challenges I initially encountered. But since I already set my goal on finishing my studies, I adapted in due time to my new environment. I made new friends and realized living in a multicultural society is an awesome experience. People here are generally polite and friendly. There are also a lot of interesting places and parks here in London, so it is not boring at all. How did I manage as a student and being away from my family? All right, so it is important to have a goal and plan and make a commitment to your decision. Being away from one's family is of course sad and it is normal to feel homesick. But every time you feel down, you just have to remind yourself, why are you doing this in the first place? I did it with the end of view of giving my family a quality of life, so there is no reason for me to give up. It is also important to communicate regularly with your family. Tell them about your day and ask them about theirs. With today's technology, communication shouldn't really be a problem. It's your mindset that you should be concerned with. Do not entertain negative thoughts. There's always something you can do instead of lying in your bed and feel sad. Keep yourself busy, and before you knew it, you're already done with your program. I'll talk about my experience with Career Services Center. So Career Services Center helped me a lot from reviewing my resume and cover letter to finding a job. I have attended several webinars such as cover letters and references and networking for job search. The Career Services link was a big help for me because I was able to create an account and could look for publicly posted job advertisements that might fit my qualifications. Moreover, the Inspire mentoring program helped me improve my networking skills and widen my network in and out of the campus. I can attest that it's good venue to get fresh ideas from other people, build confidence in dealing with other people, in acquiring access to job opportunities, and get professional and personal support and advice. So I strongly recommend to take advantage of the Career Services Center programs. In terms of my volunteering experience, volunteering has a lot of benefits. It can help us make friends, learn new skills, and advance our careers. So aside from studying, I did a lot of volunteer jobs in and out of the campus. Some of these were Fanshawe open house events, Canadian Cancer Society, where I participated in the fundraising activity, and Leukemia and Lymphoma Society of Canada, where I volunteered under the registration, and I managed check-in and issued t-shirts to participants and volunteers during the Light the Night walk. So that's it for me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Suzette. Really nice to hear from you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And Han, would you please introduce our Vietnam student?
Okay, I would like to introduce Jin Hang. He's one of our successful alumni Vietnamese student, and I think you love to hear the successful story from him. Please, Jin.
Jin, you can start. I think he also has some mic problem.
Uh,
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I was muted, so. All right. So, hello guys, I'm Huy, or you can call me Chin. It's my English name, and I'm from Vietnam. It's my pleasure to attend this meeting today and to share my experience in Canada. I graduated last year, 2019, September, from a program called Logistics Supply Chain Management with Co-op. It's 2-year diploma from Fanshawe College. So, why did I choose London and Fanshawe when I was in Vietnam? So the most reason will be that Fanshawe has a really good reviews online, and they have a really affordable tuition fee with the co-op programs. And one more special is that I really like about them about Fanshawe is that they have a free bus, which is really convenient for me. And right now I'm living in Toronto, so I really feel the pain when I have to pay for the bus in here. And the second thing will be the London, Ontario is really the cheap living expense there, and that's really good for students, especially like me. I have really care about my living expense and my finance as well. So during my time in Fanshawe, I already involved in a lot of activities in Fanshawe College outside the classroom to be my connections and my soft skills. And Fanshawe did really good job and was really helpful to help me with many volunteer opportunities, just like all the alumni and students sharing about this. And just from my experience, it's just I started from the volunteer called Fanshawe Online Ambassador. I was just a normal ambassador and I come up all the way to become a leader. And I try to motivate all the new students coming into Fanshawe. Moreover, I also become the president of my Vietnamese student council in Fanshawe. And I have so many students from my community, especially new students from Vietnam coming to London, Ontario. Besides that, there are tons of opportunities from Fanshawe that can help students to build any connection they want, any soft skill they want, just like open house, international office, also the great place to volunteer as well, and Fanshawe Student Union as well. So during my 3 years in Canada, I had many students, and the big question mark for many students that I have is that will London, Ontario have a part-time jobs for student or not? Because as you can listen from the first presentation is that London is a forest city, right? So will it have part-time jobs or not? So the good news is they have a tons of part-time jobs for you, especially from my experience. I started from the server, a food runner, and then I come to the on-campus job, just like work for the Tim Hortons, the coffee shop, Starbucks, and then I work for the international office as well to help all the students to check out like are they having any problem during their stay in London, during their study in London, do they need any help from me, and I can help with anything from Fanshawe. And then I become like I want to work for anything related to my field, so I choose to work for Walmart, and that's a really great stepping stone for anyone who want to start from the logistic field. So how did Fanshawe help me to succeed during my study? First thing is career service. This is already mentioned by other alumni. I just want to add on something is that the employee in the career service, they're really helpful and they're really patient to me. I came there during my study around 30 times and they're really still patient and they didn't yell at me at all. They still showing me everything and helping me with everything about the job search. The second thing would be the professor. Professor have a really good skill, and again, they patient as well. They are dedicated as well. They always help me every time I stay again, and I help them until I understand everything. And the last but not least, the co-op program, of course, right? And co-op program will help you build a lot of experience when you are students and a lot of connection as well. And you will be ready, good to go when you graduated. So when I am now, after studying in Fanshawe, after my last co-op term since September 2019, I tried so many interviews after my graduation. And then thanks to Fanshawe education and support for the past 2 years, I ended up with my position as right now operation manager in International Airport, Toronto. So my position right now just basically oversee operations activity along with all the departments to ensure everything in the company to run smoothly, including hiring, managing staff, purchasing, pricing, demand planning, KPI, inventory, and setting up all the proper and effective procedure for each activity. So that's all for my sharing today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Great. I really appreciate it. And here's one more our Vietnam students. I'm really proud of you. So most of our education partners and students already knew it is really hard to enter our practical nursing program at Fanshawe because you guys have to have the highest GPA from pre-health science. But we invite one of our practical nursing students, Leo. He will explain to you about his program and his placement. Go ahead. Please unmute yourself and talk about your story.
Okay. Hello everyone. 안녕하세요, kumusta, and xin chào. Okay. Thank you for staying a little bit late. As you know, my name is Thăng. You can call me Leo. I'm a Vietnamese student. I came to Canada like 3 years ago. The reason why I just summarize for you guys why I chose London City as well as the Fanshawe College to study practical nursing to become a nurse and work in Canada healthcare system in the future. There are a lot of reasons why I chose the London City as well as Fanshawe, but I summarize like 2 key points in here. So first of all, like the living cost, like Jay Park and other, international advisor already say, it's very cheap, especially as you hear the other students say, like it have a free transportation, free bus for you when you live in here. Second thing, if you look at regard to the aspect of healthcare system, London is the first place of the world to use the chemical radiation to treat the cancer in the world. Okay, London also the place where Dr. Lenin invent the insulin to treat the diabetes for the world. Okay, so for me, I really love science, and so that's why I chose London to study in. About Fanshawe College, they have a lot of facility as well as very good nursing professor who always support you like every moment, even like during this pandemic. All of the things study online, but we still have the the good knowledge as well as the information about our career. So I want to talk a little bit about how you apply, how to get to the nursing program. As you know, as an international student, we have to take pre-health, right? And then we need to study very hard, of course, to get the high GPA as well as you can. And then they will show the highest one to get into the nursing. Right now, because pandemic, right? So I'm working and studying, very busy, a little bit tired for me because as the frontline worker, I need to be studying and working at the healthcare service in Canada, deal with the COVID-19 person. So if you want to become a nurse, I mean the healthcare officer, I know most of Filipino come here to study personal support worker, right? So in the future, you may work in the healthcare service. So you need to be like familiar with not grateful, but you need to love your job, right? You cannot ignore the patient just because they have the COVID-19, right? So you need to be aware of that. Also, like about placement, as Hong Wan mentioned, there are a lot of placement in London, Ontario. For practical nursing, you will, will do the 5 placement. Long-term care, hospital, I do, for hospital, like 2 actually right now, Victoria Hospital, Mother Baby, and like University of Hospital. That's give me a lot of experience, and our professor always, stay beside us to support us, our skill. No worry, because most people think like I'm good in English and you have to better in English to study this program. Let me tell you a secret, okay? 3 years ago, I came to Canada with 0 English. I started the English program at Fanshawe, and Jay Park know that, right? He make my documents, so I'm start at level 6. I studied English 1 year, and that's amazing how I got until now. So just be aware of that for the people who don't good in English. if you have, if you want to become a nurse in Canada, work as, the healthcare professional, just, keep your dream, right? Study hard and don't worry about English, right? Come here, study English. Day by day, you will improve your skill, your English language, and then, you can get through everything to get a good career in Canada. And that's everything I want to say, as well as, motivate you to become the healthcare professional in Canada. Thank you.
Thanks, Leo. I have just a quick question, if you don't mind. It's a personal question. What was your personal pre-health science GPA? Can you tell us?
Yeah, not only you asked me, like a lot of Vietnamese students as well, international, asked me how to get into the the most challenge like competition program in Canada, not only at Fanshawe. I got 4.18. Yeah, a lot of people surprised why I'm studying English and got that GPA. First of all, yeah, I don't want to say work hard, right? Every program have to work hard, not only in practical nursing, right? Even, you guys, you have to work hard to get the IELTS to go into the Canada. What I say is when you study pre-health science, like in Canada, actually, even English program, you need to build a network, okay? I don't say the teamwork, I say network. So different from teamwork, like network mean you can work alone, and then when you need the support, you have that. Teamwork, you work in a group. Oh, some people say I cannot, I want to study alone. That's okay, right? But for network, you always have the supportive result. And I build that when I study English, right? So when I get to the pre-health science program, I know like a lot of people in art school, I'm staying at library, and I know that guy over there who study computer science. I know that guy over there study graphic designer. So that's give me the idea when I do my project in pre-health science. So basically, build a network, not only for studying, but also for the job. So I get my the new job. Actually, I worked at Fanshawe International before before I got the new job at Canadian Healthcare Service. To get a job in Canada, right? As you know, we need reference. Really, like the relationship you build not only with your friends, with your coworker, right, but with your supervisor, with your nursing professor, like the professor in your program. So because after you study, you go placement with them, right? Like after I do placement and I show my skill very well at hospital and long-term care, and then I ask for them, like the number, right? So they can, help me find a job. Because get a job in Canada, as you know, it's easy. It's a lot of job, okay? Let me make sense in here, but you need to, have the relationship to, have a better position in your, in that company. Yeah.
Thank you so much. The max GPA is a 4.2, but he got 4.18.
Yeah, I'm happy
Amazing.
to feedback and motivate the all international students, because I came here without English, and I understand you guys, what you guys need when you come here, right? So I know that.
Thanks. There you go. And we have last person.
So our last student that will be sharing is German. He started at Fanshawe for project management last September 2019, and now he's going to take his second program, business analysis, another postgraduate for September 2020. German, feel free to turn on yours. Okay, just unmute you.
All right, good morning. Hi, so my name is German Junior, and I'm from the Philippines. So, just to give you a background, I was actually back in the Middle East for almost 12 years working there, and I decided to pursue my postgraduate certificate, and I was looking for schools, and actually my wife found out about Fanshawe College, and so she was the one who told me about how nice Fanshawe College would be as our second home. So basically, my family's here with me. So as Ina said, I have completed my first postgraduate program last April 2020 in Fanshawe College, and will be taking up business analysis as a second program on fall of 2020. So I'm here to give you some insights about life in Fanshawe College, the City of London. I guess you have heard some of those from the other students as well, and also my experience with Fanshawe College International Center. So life in Fanshawe College and the City of London is, let me put it simply amazing. What can I say more? There's definitely a balance of learning and leisure. But don't get me wrong, Fanshawe College sets the bar high in its goal of student academic excellence. Learning is done in a positive environment where every voice is heard, bringing out the creativity of each participant. Students can feel a sense of community as well in Fanshawe, where professors aim to build the confidence of each student in pursuing their dreams. In Fanshawe College, you are guaranteed to be provided with up-to-date theoretical knowledge, critical thinking skills, hands-on practical experience, and career-focused learning. With regards to the International Center, the International Center is a team of excellent and dedicated working professionals whose primary objective is to bridge the gap between Fanshawe College and the students. They invest their time and effort in prioritizing students' concerns. They are very responsive, supportive, and readily available to assist anyone who needs clarification and direction. Their efforts have paved the way for students to pursue the appropriate path to achieving their goals. So I have worked in and with the International Center of Fanshawe College as an international student ambassador. And as a student ambassador, my main duty is to attend to the queries of the international students visiting our office, and then direct them to the right personnel who can provide clarification on any of their confusion or ongoing predicament. Having said this, most of the students would request immigration information, particularly on student visa extension. We would then provide them all available information at the desk. For further clarification, we would advise them to schedule an appointment with our immigration officers, namely Ms. Joy, Ms. Panis, and Ms. Laura, as they can give the official details of such cases. We encounter a huge number of students on a daily basis who needed guidance, direction, and counsel. And the International Center makes every issue or concern their top priority. With their professional and genuine love for the students, you can be assured that you are in the right hands. That's all I can say about our life here in Fanshawe.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much,
much, Sherman.
German.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good
I think
job.
our students have a better speech than French international steps. I'm really proud of our students from Philippines, Korea, Vietnam. I believe you guys will success in Canada. So this time, so we provide all of our information. Then we are going to answer your questions. Maybe we are going to choose 5 to 7 questions. We will answer you as possible. We will do some activities after Q&A section. Then don't worry, even we will not answer your question. We will download all of your questions and answer. Then we will share to all of you guys. So please don't disappoint if we will not answer your question. So Ina and Han, do we have a really important or good question that we can share?
Hi, I think I will share some question sent directly to me first. The first question is about the application fee. I will answer here. Our application fee is 100, but we can wait for your application fee because you already attend our session today. So when you apply, you only need to make a note on that you attend this session, and we will wait for your application fee. Okay. And next question regarding the deposit and tuition fee. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention it in my presentation. Once you pay the first semester of your tuition fee, the deposit will be deducted from your tuition fee. And another question about medical insurance. Yes, the medical insurance already is low in your tuition fee as well. Okay, Jay, Ina,
Okay,
you got any
Ina.
question?
Okay, so we also have just one question right now. How about the visa application? Because visa officers are not working, they are closed because of the COVID-19. So Kevin,
I think he's
believe
from
you
the
are from Philippines.
yeah.
Yeah. So Ina, would you please explain for Kevin?
Okay. So for the visa application, right now in the Philippines, I think by June 1, some cities in the Philippines will be would have relaxed lockdowns. So it will be under general community quarantine. And some offices, even the embassy, NBI, where you get your police clearance, and even the schools will resume their operation soon. So technically, you can apply for visa online. So if you have all the documents with you, just apply for visa. And if you would need specific requirements to be processed, please check these establishments, the websites, the pages of these establishments regularly to know when will they open so that you can continue your student application. If you are for September intake, most likely you would have June that will start on Monday until August to process your visa application. So I think if you are considering a deferral as early as now, better to wait and try to process your visa application for 3 months before you request for a deferral. So yes, we still can continue processing applications even if it's online. So please just check the websites.
Okay. And we also have one question from Korea. So how we will deliver our September intake with COVID-19. So Fanshawe College, we already decided 29 suspended program, which we will not deliver for September. But I believe all of the 29 program students already received to change the program or defer intake. But other programs we will deliver through online and online plus practicals based on your program. We also sent an email, so please check your email, but our email usually goes to your junk or spam mail. So please check your junk and spam. And right now, we don't have any tuition fee information right now, but most likely, if a student will study through online and they cannot use our facility, equipment, and student service, then after we start our program, we might refund our lab class fee or student service fee or the facility fee. So once we make a decision, we will also share with our all of the September intake students. Okay, so please wait until we will announce. But of course, we are talking how we will support our international students too. All right. So next question. After you arrive in Canada, if you will take a flight to Canada for taking September intake, and if you will study post-secondary program, of course, you can work 20 hours per week if you will find a part-time job. And during vacation season, you can work 40 hours per week. Well, what if we will apply through an agency? Can we advise our agent to waive our application fee? So Jennifer, I think you are from Philippines.
Yeah.
Contact Ina and tell your agent to contact Ina. We can waive application fee for you. Why not? Other question.
There's a question on when should they start the application if they're pursuing 2021 intake. So I can answer that one. So for 2021, January, May, and September, we are currently processing LOAs. But if you are still deciding on the timeline, LOA issuance would take actually a week or so, but it's really the visa application that will take time. So the regular visa application would take for 2 to 3 months, and for the SDS around 30 days. So it's still early for you to apply, but if you are really decided to apply for Fanshawe and to get a seat already, then do it.
Do it. Okay, I like it. And one more question here. How about housing? Can you tell us about? Sorry, we already explained to you, and we will share our PowerPoint slide. So once you receive, you will also know how to find your accommodation. And also, I will post this video on the YouTube and send you the link. So please watch our video. All right. Jake, Ina, Hannah, you guys wanted to answer one of the question? Let's take one last question.
Jay, there's a question about studying French in London. Is there any center to study French?
I can answer the question. London is a very multicultural city. It's well-diverse community. And then also the French is one of the official languages of Canada. So when you contact the community center near where you're living, so you can get the free French class. And then also there are many French clubs that you could practice. Most likely you could go to the library near your community. They always have free French club and courses. And also at Fanshawe College, we deliver the part-time French course so that you can register the course and then you can learn from our faculty.
Thank you so much. So although our info section is almost done, but right after at the beginning, we had more than 116 audience, but now we have a 116. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to ask some questions for you guys. So before you're going to answer in chatting box, please you make sure you are answering to everyone, then I can see your answer. So after I ask a question, whoever type right answer, we will give you prize. Okay? So I'm going to start. So the first question, given the number of parks and open space in London, it is also known as the what kind of city? You have to fill the blank.
We have one already.
Oh,
We have
here.
It's MJ. Maria Cabasan.
Yeah, Maria. So Maria is from Philippines?
Yes, I think so. So guys, please send it to everyone, not privately.
Yeah, so send everyone, not privately. Okay, I told you if you answer to Ina, sorry. Maria, you got it. Ina will give you gift card.
Wow.
All right, next question is coming. You guys ready? How many campuses do we have in the city of London? Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Is this student also from Philippines?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, please contact Ina. What about other country students? John, you send me a private message, so please change to everyone. I cannot accept it. All right. Next question. Next question is coming. Okay. You guys don't have to say how many campuses we have. It's done. The next question. How much is our deposit? Okay. I love this part. Yeah, what's my famous part? Q&A section. Sheila.
Yeah, she's from the Philippines.
Okay.
Okay.
Her name is really familiar. Okay. So next question. I think next question might be harder. What is the name of our partner bus transportation company that we will transport our... No.
Oh, yeah.
No. Read it carefully. From Toronto to London. It's from Toronto to London. No, it's not.
Oh,
No.
we have
That's
even
tricky.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
tricky.
we got
Oh,
one
this
here.
one. One said
There we go.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Robert Q. Good job. I think student is also from Philippines too.
Yeah.
We have 50%
I
of
think-
Filipino here.
Yeah, so all of Philippine
Keep it
students
up,
will
other
get the
countries.
gift card.
Yeah. Other countries.
Well, it will be last question for everyone. Are you guys ready? Okay. Answer us. Who will support you? Which department will support you? Okay.
You need the complete name.
Done. Oh, complete name. Complete name. Oh, there we go. Hussein International Center.
Riza.
Riza? Yeah, Riza. Riza is from Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think most of them are September 2020 students.
Okay.
They had a practice last time we met them.
Nice. I love it. So Ina will contact you. Please send your personal cell phone and email address to Ina. If you are from Philippines, if you're from Vietnam, please contact to Han. If you are from other countries, contact me. We'll give you a gift. Okay. All right. Sorry, I had a issue. It's okay. So I think everything is done. All right. Philippine rocks. Neat. Thank you for reminding us. And yeah, I think it's a time to go to bed if we are living in Canada. And if we are living in other countries, Korea, Japan, all of Asia region, have a great day, wonderful day. If you have any question, feel free to contact us. All right? Thank you so much. Would you guys wanted to say something? Just one sentence, quick sentence for all of our students and agents? Jake?
Thank you guys for joining. Sorry. It's really okay, go.
Thank you so much for your time and be healthy and stay safe. We look forward to have you on campus.
Ina?
Hi everyone. Thank you for joining and I hope to see you guys in Fanshawe soon.
Hannah?
Hi everyone, thank you for joining us. And I also put my yellow number on the chat box so that for Vietnam, any education partner or student want to connect with me, you can add me on yellow. Okay.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day, great night.